You guys remember Danica Patrick, don't you?
Danica, she just goes up and crashes.
Oh boy, what a mistake that was. She was done before she even started, is basically what I'm trying to say here. Danica Patrick's tenure in all of racing was kind of an embarrassment, considering the fact that Almirola in one race at Chicagoland led more laps than Danica did in her entire career. But hey, let's pretend like she opened up the world of racing to female drivers. Let's ignore the fact that Catherine Ledge exists. Let's do that. And then you have Natalie Decker, who is running in top-level ARCA equipment, and it's getting some top 10s here and there. Looks to be improving every once in a while. She's definitely running better than the other female drivers that Venturini has fielded this season. I'm talking about you, Leilani. But Natalie Decker doesn't appear to be anything that crazy. She appears to be just as much of a sideshow as Danica. If anything, she's doing better than Danica. One top 5, she's already doing better than Danica. So it may look like the female world of drivers in stock car racing is not looking too good. Enter Hayley Deegan. Hayley Deegan has been absolutely tearing things up lately. This season has been absolutely incredible what she's been able to do on track. Her accomplishments are rivaling that of long-tenured drivers in the K&N West Series. And to top it all off, she's absolutely gorgeous. Wait a second, she's 16. Never mind on the gorgeous part. Hayley Deegan is driving in the K&N West Series full-time this season and is already showing us what an actually talented female driver is capable of accomplishing. At first, it looked like Hayley Deegan was just going to be another sideshow. She had a respectable run in the first race of the K&N West season this year, but in a couple of K&N East starts, she didn't do shit. As the year has progressed, we've seen Hayley Deegan become something beyond what even I expected to see. I was expecting another sideshow, but we're getting something. I think we can legitimately. I think we're seeing some real talent here. K&N West and all the K&N series in general lately, not doing too high. You're hard pressed to get more than 10 cars to show up to a race. So if you can place in the top 10 in a field of 10 cars, congratulations, you're absolutely the next Jimmy Johnson. But when you can start contending for wins, when you can start contending on a consistent basis for podiums and top 5s, that's when you gotta start taking notice. And that is exactly why the Sonoma race in the K&N West Series is vital to this conversation. Not only there were a bunch of Leach drivers in that race, she out-qualified a bunch of them and had a respectable 7th place run, outplacing a couple of Leach drivers. Now that takes effort. But I think an even bigger story is what she did in the most recent K&N West Series race as of this recording, where she got a 2nd place finish. A 2nd place finish, and it wasn't even rained out. She had to finish that race. It wasn't under caution. She finished 2nd. I know it's the K&N West Series, but come on now. We're already seeing the talent that Hayley Deegan has on display, and the best part about her not only being a super talented female driver who could attract a different audience to the racing series. Now this is all true. I'm not even looking at this from a popularity perspective. I'm looking at this from a talent perspective. Hayley Deegan is legitimately a NASCAR talent in the making. A real prospect. Same as with a whole bunch of different drivers that have come up through the ranks over the years. Yeah, she's a NASCAR Next driver this season. Whoop-de-goddamn do. You know who else was a NASCAR Next driver? Hayley Deegan is definitely someone you're going to want to watch this year. And I don't mean this as in looking through a window in the middle of the night kind of watching. No, I mean you need to be watching this woman on track. Compared to a lot of drivers that are coming up through the ranks, I think that she is legitimate talent. It all depends on where she's going next. And the best part about not only being 16, that means that this isn't even the best Hayley Deegan that we're going to be seeing. As she gets older, she's going to get stronger both physically and mentally on the racetrack. This is green as grass Hayley Deegan is what I'm trying to say. In the future, in the next 5 years, we're very well could see a transformation into a legitimate championship contending driver. And I'd say she still has a legitimate chance at the K&N West Championship this year if she starts popping off a few wins. And if she starts popping off a few wins, oh Natalie, I'm sorry, but your 15 minutes are up, girl. You better put that 25 to the test, because Hayley Deegan is coming for your ass. And the best part about this is that, seeing as how she's so young, she's got such a long future in racing. People like Leilani, they've had their time in the sun. Their time was in the 90s, okay? Hayley Deegan being this young, she's got so much time to develop. I mean, I wouldn't even put her into a truck until she turns 18. That's how much potential I see in Hayley Deegan. She could be an Xfinity Series driver by the time she turns 21. Legitimately, Hayley Deegan is the future of racing. Of course, it all comes down to who can sponsor who can crank that cash cow the hardest, who can give it the biggest jerk on the others. You have to be able to be the one that does that the best to be able to make it in racing, and that's a very unfortunate thing to say the least. But Hayley Deegan, I have a lot of confidence in her ability. Not only, I have a lot of confidence in her ability, but she definitely is going to attract sponsors if she's going to be this successful. You cannot stop when you're ahead like this, okay? Hayley Deegan is going to be, I don't want to say the next Danica Patrick, but I do want to say the next Danica Patrick for the sake of sponsorship attraction. The sake of having corporations cling to you like a goddamn fatal illness that is hereditary. I don't know where I was going with that joke. What I'm trying to say is we need to find Hayley Deegan some sponsorship, because there is legitimate talent behind the wheel of that number 19 Toyota every single weekend in the K&N West Series. The next race in K&N is the Combine race, with both West and East participating. I don't have very much confidence that she's going to win that race. I'd say that she's a shoo-in for a top 10. I don't know if she's going to run for a top 5, but if Hayley Deegan were able to win the Combine race at Iowa in the K&N Series, sky's the limit, yo. I am very excited to see what the future holds for Hayley Deegan. I hope it's a strong truck series ride. I hope it's a consistent week-to-week basis of racing and all that good shit. But she's got a long life ahead of her, especially in the sport. And until then, let's just see what she can do behind the wheel of a K&N West car. But for now, keep an eye on Hayley Deegan. Hayley Deegan is the future of racing. Well, that was a pretty good video, wasn't it? I'm sure you thought it was. Well, in any case, I'd say it's a good time to start shilling. So, let's take a look at what we got on the board here. There we go. Follow me on Twitter, KGONYT. If you enjoyed the channel, I think you'll enjoy the Twitter more, because Twitter is honestly the second channel at this point. If you like my videos, you're gonna love my Twitter. Next up on the list is Patreon. Hey, do you like seeing me yell into a camera? Then why don't you show me that you really like me shouting into a camera by paying me to do it? Patreon.com will allow you to give me money in return for something to you. If you donate $21 and I receive that donation before the end of this month, you will receive any of your choice of 3 Kamikaze Games t-shirts. And that is guaranteed. What else do we got here? Here we go. Discord. I have a Discord server. It's completely inactive and sucks, but hey, if you ever need to contact me for anything, I highly recommend DMing me on Discord. I accept all friend requests automatically because I'm just a loving fucking individual. You can tell this from my history of videos. My name on Discord is KGONYT, and my number is, I believe, 3457. If that is correct, you will see it right here. But as for now, that will conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and don't forget, I know that you as a viewer of YouTube videos, as all other content creators out there are fully aware, you are completely incapable of remembering to press the like button on videos. So I'm going to remind you to do that right now.
Like the fucking video, you absolute goddamn imbeciles! How hard is this to figure out, you fucking wastes of fucking skin?
Wasn't that a nice reminder? And don't forget, as well as liking this video, you must subscribe or I will hunt you down to the ends of the earth and I will inject you with the HIV virus and you will slowly die a painful death of AIDS-related illness. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video that I make. Bye!